여기가 마지막 코스인가?
Ravenclaw, over here.
기숙사로 사람을 부르다니. 사람을 기숙사로 부르다니. 이런.
Revelio. Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should
멀기네.
be begging me to keep these trials alive.
맵
Not
끝자락인데.
running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I
맵
get
끝자락인데
frustrated
이게 안
by
먼
those
거면
who don't take
도대체
things as
어디가 먼 거냐.
seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
얘는 매번 이렇게 패배 플래그를 세우네.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Ravenclaw.
매번 그런 데서 하면 지치지도 않냐.
Made it.
뭐 여유롭게 따돌리고 있구만.
That wasn't too difficult.
으악! 아, 제어가. 여기 한 번씩 제어가 힘들어. 근데 이 코스는 뭔 게이트가 29개나 있냐. 체크 포인트가 너무 많은 거 아니야?
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
매끄럽다.
This is going well.
왜 이렇게 저공으로 날아? 코스가 너무 위험한 거 아니야? 오! 야, 이건 뭐냐? 으아! 와, 씨, 그 커브 코스 뭐지?
Brilliant.
아, 못 먹었어.
That wasn't too difficult.
도착.
Made it. Oh, did anyone else see that?
또 20초나 끊어버렸다. 또 20초나 빨리 끊어버렸다. 이 베베
That was quite
플래그
something.
수고했고.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
가족이 단체로 승부욕의 화신. 가족끼리도 경주를 해.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
계속 이 코스를 운영할 거야? 이렇게 멀리 있는 코스인데
Will you keep running these courses?
운영할
I'll
수나
race
있나?
myself. Don't want to get rusty, but I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
호그와트에서 여기까지 맨날 다니기에는 너무 멀지 않니? 퀴디치 팀에서 뛸 계획은 있다.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl, a chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the
교장
holy
선생님이
hedgehog
막 부르는
I've
거다.
always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad for a Ravenclaw. You take care of yourself.
재밌는 빗자루 경주 트로피가 있네. 모든 빗자루 경주에서
I should
이멜다의
let Mr.
기록을
Weeks know
깨세요.
that this was his best upgrade yet.
이제 빗자루 소감 알려주러 가게로 돌아가면 되나? 버그 스미스.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
How's my favourite test flyer?
뭐예요? 진행이 안 되는데?
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
돌아왔는데 왜 퀘스트 진행이 안 되지? 이제 되나? 안녕하세요, 윅스 아저씨. 남쪽 코스에서 신기록을 세웠어요.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new
이제
record at
빗자루
the South
레이스는
course.
끝인가?
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my
최종
final
업그레이드.
upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades, proved the naysayers wrong, made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
이제
I'll be
다음에
sure to
또
send you an
부를 때
hour when
오면
I'm
이제
finished.
드디어
Thank you again for your help.
최종 업그레이드.
Couldn't have done this without you.
퀘스트 완료. 무제한. 이 퀘스트 이름이 왜 무제한이지?
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
왜 무제한이었던 거지? 아저씨 뭔데 쳐다봐? 이 아저씨 뭔데 쳐다보는 거지?
Revelio.
아저씨 뭐야? 뭘 쳐다봐? 장비를 한번 감정을 하러 비료의 방으로. 건설템 빼고는 다 쓰레기야. 건설템 빼고 다 쓰레기다 이거. 시에나 고스트캅. 아이템 강화를 좀 해볼까? 공격력 올라가는 걸로 업그레이드. 아우 재료 좀 많이 쌓였네 이제. 근데 그래폰이 얘를 못 잡아가지고 재료가 안 나온다. 그래폰 잡아야 되는데. 공격력 올라가는 걸로 갔다가 네 번째 강화에는 다 그래폰 털이 필요한데 방어력도 한번 올려볼까? 이쪽은 또 불사조 깃털이 필요하단 말이야. 이건 전설 아니라 그냥 상급이라고 불사조 깃털 필요 없는 건가? 슈퍼의 깃털 3~4번 만의 행운. 뭔가 달아볼까? 폭발성
Revelio.
애들이 다 나만 바라봐. 이렇게 나만 쳐다봐. 쓰다듬어 달란 얘긴가? 빗질해 달란 얘기냐? 밥 달란 얘기냐? 너도 맘먹어. 유니콘이랑 하이밍. 너 또 왜 밥을 안 먹어? 밥 드세요, 밥. 먹네. 됐고. 이리콜 희귀 개체 있나? 희귀 알비노 개체 있나? 일반 개체밖에 없다 역시. 그렇게 잡았는데 어떻게 알비노 한 마리가 없냐? 한 마리도 없네. 뭐야? 얘네 둘 다 암컷이잖아. 도배 못하네. 젠장. 이런 둘 다 암컷이라니. 어? 얘 새끼인데 희귀개체잖아. 너 알비노구나. 아닌데? 옆에랑 털색 똑같은 것 같은데 얘는 왜 이거 붙어있지? 뭐요? 그럼 얘를 넣고, 아니 얘를 넣고,
Professor Howard will never believe this.
디리콜은 다른 방에서 도배시키고, 니들은 성별에 따라서 그냥 털색이 다른 건가? 수컷, 암컷, 암컷, 수컷. 얘네들은 그냥 성별에 따라서 그냥 다른 건가 보네. 개체차가 아니라. 얘들 어딨냐? 얘들은 왜 저 멀리서 오질 않아? 모여라 얘들아, 좀 팍팍 좀 모여봐.
I'm truly awed by what we've
Oh.
accomplished. The final broom
Oh,
upgrade
뭐야,
is better
빗자루
than
업그레이드
even
왜
I
벌써 와?
expected. Stop by Spin Witches when you can.
또 한참 있다 올 줄 알았더니 벌써 오네. 업그레이드 가능 소식이 벌써 뜨다니 왜 이렇게 빨리 뜨냐. 한참 걸릴 줄 알았더니 또 메인캐 좀 진행을 해야지 이제 올 줄 알았는데 바로 오잖아.
Revelio.
잘못 때렸다. 애기야, 밥 먹어라.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
이제 여기서 디리코를 번식을 시켜야지. 암컷 한 마리 들어가고. 헛밭. 얘는 검은데 둘 다 암컷이네. 헛. 수컷은 이제 긴 모양이 좀 다르구만. 여 신입. 여 신입. 잘 적응하라고 신입. 그냥 문카프 새끼는 보면 볼수록 머리가 너무 큰 것 같아. 도대체 왜 성체랑 새끼랑 머리 사이즈가 같냐고. 왜 다 큰 놈이랑 방금 태어난 애랑 머리 사이즈가 같은 거야? 와 진짜 얘들 하나하나마다 진짜 먹이 먹는 퀄리티가 진짜로 진심이 담겨있다 진짜로. 모션에 공작 하나하나에 진심이 담겨있는.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
이제 디리콜도 늘려보자. 드러나라. 여기는 이제 둥지구만. 뭐야 새끼 니플러 안에 들어가 버렸는데? 너 그 안에 있으면 안돼. 안에 들어가 버렸잖아. 열렸다. 나와. 맨드레이크를 2개 썼다. 부학해야지. 야 근데 전투식물 진짜 잘 안 쓰네. 좀 써도 되는데 왜 이렇게 안 쓰게 되냐. 그냥 주문만 겁나 써대고 저것들은 되게 안 쓰게 된단 말이야. 썬더브루도 꽉 차 있지. 투명 마법약을 에두루스. 에이씨 그냥 안 만들어. 그냥 냅둬. 안 쓰는 장비를 팔고. 여기 마지막 업그레이드 떴다고. 뭐지? 우편은 왔는데 이젠 퀘스트는 없네. 우편은 있는데 퀘스트는 이제 따로 안 주는구나.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you.
야 밑자루
What are we
최종
looking for
강화 7,500원. 이게 할인가야? 더럽게 비싸네.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
할인해서 저 돈이라니. 뭐야 이거 둘 다 로브잖아. 하나 팔아도 되겠지? 상급다리는 그냥 팔아버려라.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
빗자루 최종 강화 완료. 다른 빗자루 없나? 잽산 빗자루. 아 이거 이 장비 외형이 장비마다 하나하나 따로 적용되는구나. 이거 바꿔버리니까 그냥 같이 바꿔버리네. 한 개마다 따로 적용되는구나 이게.
What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
아무튼 됐고. 재능 뭔가 찍을 게 있을까? 양배추 대량 투척. 양배추 대량 투척. 양배추를 한 개만 던졌지만 왠지 나온 양배추는 두 개. 그럼 블랙메일의 기본. 네티에게서 엄마 몰래 도망칠 수 있다는 다른 부엉이 편지를 받았다. 우리는 호그 스미스 밖에서 만날 것이다. 호그 스미스 밖에서 네티와 대화하세요. 이제 바로 앞으로 불러내네. 가보자. 뭐 있네?
Revelio.
뭐지 이건? 호그 스미스. 이걸 마을 앞에 숨겨놨었어?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
갈로를 끝장낼 준비가 됐지.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
어디 가면 만날 수 있을까?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more
Revelio.
freely.
4명. 아가버스, 필버트, 데이지라브, 오토디블.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
대놓고 무슨 납치 협박을. 왜 할로우는 부인이 아닌 남편분을 데려간 걸까?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
납치라는 걸 쪽지로 어떻게 알았나?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
라브 부인, 은행 업무를 도와달라는 우리의 요청을 다시 생각해 주셨으면 합니다. 스스로 결정을 내릴 시간을 충분히 드렸기에 이젠 인내심이 바닥나려고 합니다. 우리가 동업하여 얻게 될 이익을 부인께서 제대로 알아봐 주신다면 부군께서도 감사히 생각할 것입니다. 이번 주말까지 답장을 기대해도 좋겠죠? 이 일은 우리끼리만 아는 걸로 합시다. 왜 그렇게 하는지 잘 아시겠죠? 놓고
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
일단 대놓고 납치 협박이라고 생각할 수밖에 없는 내용이긴 하네.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take
Revelio.
it. Perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative
대놓고
bookkeeping.
인간관계
I
가지고
can't
협박을
keep it
막
up for much
협박을 막
longer.
해야 되는데.
I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
인간관계로 그냥 아주 사람을 물 보듯 보네. 쪽지에 대해서 말인데요.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
백령을 어떻게 숨기고 있죠?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
그냥
He's a
솔직하게
lovely
말하는
man.
건
But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood. Revelio.
Hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
그야말로 사람 마음을 갖고 노는 것 같은데.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
그야말로 말 그대로 악랄하기 그지없는 사람을 갖고 노는
One never knows when.
It's not like Natty to be late.
왜 없다?
She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
이게 또 뭔가 휘말린 것 같은데. 네티야 살았냐 죽었냐. 얘 밀렵분한테 가젤 모습으로 변할 수 있다고 했었는데 변해서 막 잠입하려고 했다가
Natty must be around here
잡힌 거 아니야?
somewhere.
네티오나의 지팡이.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
발자국이다. 네티를 찾아라.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
뭐라는 거야? 이 자식 맞고 싶어? 뭐야?
Revelio.
뭐야? 벽 속으로 사라졌어.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find
애쉬와
her
인더
quickly.
은신처.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio!
땡기면 길이 나오겠지? 퉁. 퉁. 땡기면
Hidden
오케이. 뭐야
Natty
무슨
must have been taken
선택사항이
this way.
있는데?
I need to find her quickly.
아가버스 필버트의 시집을 찾으세요. 오토디블의 연애 편지를 찾으세요.
Revelio.
이것도 리벨리오에 걸리는 건가? 발각되면 네티가 위험해.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's been a bit. Nothing even worth stealing in Mum. It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Revelio.
He wants them alive.
Only a whole stupid enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
이대로 가면 들키지 않을까? 반대로 가네.
To see it again.
으,
Revelio.
Oi. Where your guts regardless? What a silly threat.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it.
수고해라.
Trifficus totalis. Revelio.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her
너도
up.
수고해라.
Totalis. Revelio.
It is.
It's exhausting.
웬돌린 조우.
Waiting to do Rookwood's work for him.
보스급이 하나 섞여 있는데
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft
What?
enough to try to come through here.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few
What?
galleons in it for me.
Revelio.
Let's finish this job and be done with it.
Concentrate.
What? I've raided Rockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
여기서 어떻게 나가지? 나가면 들킬 것 같은데?
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend.
아,
Trifficus totalis.
안 들켰다.
Revelio.
Miss a payment with me, and I'll make you pay with the nose.
뭐야? 분명 내려왔는데? 시집이랑 연애 편지 찾아야 되는데 이건 어디 있는 거지? 여 어딘가에 있을 것 같은데.
Revelio.
위로 올라가는 계단.
Hey,
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he
도준이 안
arrives.
돼.
You let things catch your eye too easily, my friend. You need to watch for the birds you set out for. Not the feathers of any mere pigeon that crosses your path.
야,
Better be a
야,
big-
씨. 그래. 난리 치면 안 되는 거 아니었냐? 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 뭐야, 이 찾아오셨네. 들키면 안 되는 거 아니었어? 잠깐 들켜도 되는 건가? 근데 얘들 경계태세 들어갔는데? 아직 못 먹은 게 있어.
Well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we?
얍. 얍. 얘는 어차피 한방킬이 안 돼. bombarda. 별 가시게. 먹어주고. 결국 최종적으로는 항상 깽판이다. 이게 연애 편지인가? 시집인가? 너는 비를 예언하는 목소리를 가진 어거레이만큼 나에게 소중해. 나는 가장 우직하고 배신하지 않는 클럽처럼 너를 사랑해. 넌 네 마음에 주문을 걸었어. 난 그 주문이 풀리길 바라지 않아. 난 첫 순간부터 날 홀리게 했지. 내겐 줄곧 너 하나뿐이야. 덜시벨라 필버트. 오글거려. 근데 연애 편지도 찾아야 되는데. 저 이쪽인가? RH. 사랑하는 오토, 당신이 보낸 마지막 편지를 거듭해서 읽고 또 읽었어. 우리가 다시 만날 그 순간까지 매 시간마다 계속 이 편지를 읽을 거야. 당신을 금방 볼 수 없어서 두려워. 하지만 희망이 없는 건 아니야. 우리가 약혼한 사실을 사랑하는 이들에게 특히 우리 아버지에게 공표할 날만을 손꼽아 기다리고 있어. 좀 더 자리 잡을 때까지 기다리고 싶어하는 자기의 마음을 잘 알아. 자기가 그런 순간이 다가오도록 최선을 다하고 있다는 사실도 잘 알고. 내겐 최고의 행복감을 안겨주었던 감정을 공공연하게 드러낼 수 없었던 지난 몇 달간은 내 존재가 뿌리부터 흔들릴 정도로 힘든 시기였어. 지금 당신의 편지를 한 번 더 읽을 참이야. 자기를 사랑하는 로지. 오글거려. 어떻게 이딴 소리를 하지? 어떻게 제정신으로 이런 소리를 할 수가 있지? 번지라 그런가?
He must be here somewhere.
네티 여기 있냐?
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
상자부터 갈게. 그래도 상자 우선이지.
Revelio.
뭐가 됐든 이 안에 지팡이 들어있네. 이 지팡이를 걔한테 돌려주면 제가 알아서 따고 나오는 건가?
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your
이미
wand.
찾았어.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
물러서라고 했는데 딱히 아무런 일도 안 일어났는데? 그냥 열리고 끝나는데? 그냥 문만 열리고 끝인데?
Revelio.
딱히 아무 일도 없잖아.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
밖에 있는 애들은 내가 다
Be
쓸어놨어.
prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
내가 이미 다 쓸어놨다니까? 밖에 아무도 없다니까? 이미 다 쓸어버렸는데 뭐래.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
발로를 끌어내리자. 이미 와있네.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll
뭐야?
dispatcher.
트롤 슬레이어라는 호칭을 알고 있어.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
법부는 뭐하냐?
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done
마법부는
much
도움이 안
about any
돼요.
of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai,
그놈의
you may
절차
wish to speak
따르다가
with your mother
마을
about
다
this
망을
before I do.
마을 다
My mother will
말아먹겠다.
not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
마을 다 망하면은 뭐 나설 거야 뭐야? 마을 다 망한 다음에 나설 거야? 필요한 절차라고는 하지만 귀찮기 짝이 없는 절차이기도 하지. 장아 훔쳐먹기. 배고픈데 여기까지 해둘까? 일단 여기까지 해둘까? 불사조 조각상. 기로의 방 가서 수학만 해두고. 또 뭐냐?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
예전아 커플들아. 진짜 새끼 퍼프 스캔은 너무 작아서 잘 보이지도 않는다. 유니콘 때문에 니즐이 안 찍혀. 비켜봐.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
온 세상을 고양이로 만들겠다. 온 세상을 때깔로 천지로 만들겠다. 오로직 니즐만 교배. 빗질 받아라. 뭔가 이쪽 사육장은 애들이 처음부터 저 왼쪽으로 많이 몰려있는 것 같은데 먹이통을 이쪽에 놔줘야 되나? 먹이통을 왼쪽에 놔주는 게 맞나 여기는? 아니 밥을 왜 줘? 여기는 먹이통을 왼쪽에 놔주는 게 맞는 것 같기도 한데. 이게 왜 안 되냐? 이미 먹었나? 저 뒤에 쟤는 뭐해 저기서? 그걸 안 준 친구. 이렇게 해놓고 먹이통을 도배장을 오른쪽으로 옮기고 도배장을 오른쪽으로 옮겨주고 정면에다 놔버릴까? 정면으로 하고 먹이통을 왼쪽으로 놓는 게 맞는 것 같다. 여기는
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
얘 퀘스트가 벌써 또 오네. 아, 얘 아직 밥 안 먹었구나. 밥 먹어.
Everything's all right now.
아이, 가만 좀 있어, 임마. 밥 줄 테니까 가만 좀 있어. 비켜라 문카프야. 얘는 어딨지? 얘인가? 얘는 또 어딨지? 얘인가? 여기 그러고 보니까 종이 세 종이네. 한 종 더 넣어줘야 될 텐데. 한 종을 더 넣어줘도 됐나? 히포그리프를 넣을까? 백기디리콜, 백기 니플러를 한 마리 넣고.
I'll look after you.
얘가 수컷이었으면 하이윙이랑 도배를 시킬 수 있는데 하필 또 암컷이야. 야 어디가? 어디가 임마? 맛있게도 먹는다. 야, 이 사료 무슨 맛 나지? 사료 무슨 맛이지 이건? 마법동물 먹이 다 똑같은 먹이 주는 것 같은데 도대체 무슨 맛일까?
not going to hurt you.
됐다. 오늘은 이제 이쯤 해놔야지. 고프다. 특별할 거 있나? 뭐 있네? 로브. 아, 털 많다. 그러면 저장해두고 저장을 확실하게 딱 해두고 이제 다음에는 뭐 해야 되지? 비탄과 복수, 갑작스런 만남. 아직도 꽤 많이 남은 것 같다. 그러면 오늘은 여기까지.